to take Mr. Personality out, make it where he can't two-step. But unfortunately, Dalton, you can't do that to Mr. Personality. You see, I got too much passion. I got too much love for this game. Whoever wins this first round to go against Mr. Personality, be ready. Because Mr. Personality is going to do whatever it takes, but I ain't got to do dirty tactics. What I mean by do whatever it takes is I'm going to fight through anything to prove why Mr. Personality is one of the best wrestlers in the Gulf Coast.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of NHW Pro. I, of course, am Princess Josh.
And I'm the NHW Commissioner Ryan Mills, and we thank you for joining us for this episode of NHW Pro.
On this episode, we have the continuation of first-round action in the Battle of the Gulf Coast. I am super excited. Two men have already advanced in Hunter Hendricks and Mr. Personality. Now we see who's going to advance and face them in that semifinal match.
That's right. This tournament is heating up and heating up fast, and we have two incredible matches to see who will face those guys later on. And don't forget about our main event, too.
How could I forget Caden Albright is going to have the biggest fight, if he hasn't already had one, against wild card Ricky Roberts. I mean, the odds are stacked against Caden.
That's the understatement of the year. He definitely has his work cut out for him. Wild card Ricky Roberts, been a longtime member here at NHW, a former tag team champion. He's also a solo champion, and he's made a great comeback to try to elevate himself even further with aspirations of eventually becoming the New Heights Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
And we don't know if that'll actually happen. I mean, let's face it, he doesn't have me around anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put his hands on me. Neither here nor there. But you know the old adage, anything can happen in the world of professional wrestling. So Caden Albright does have a shot if he's able to capitalize on one of those stupid opportunities that Rick always likes to open up.
Well, if there's anybody that can take advantage of an opportunity like that, it will be Caden Albright. The man is a rising star, and when the moment comes, you got to grab that brass ring, you've got to take it and do everything you can to get that victory and shock the world. So will he be able to do it? Let's find out tonight in our main event.
Well, we've got so much more to come your way. Let's go to our first interview of the episode.
Peligro. See, you're here at Battle of the Gulf Coast to make a name for yourself. I don't care what you're here for. You think just because your name means dangerous? You ain't dangerous. I am dangerous. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure First String advances.
I am Peligro, and I am going to prove I am the best when I win this tournament for the Battle of the Gulf Coast. Now, Logan, you are a great wrestler. You're a great talent. But tonight, I am Peligro because Zona de Peligro, porque yo soy Peligro.
Another first-round matchup here. Logan Yan stepping in the ring with Peligro. Dave, I'm excited for this.
Good call, Dave. Producer Joe, get ready to commentate this action. I love tournament action, Joe. We talked about it before.
Yes, if the last episode was any indication, this one is going to be wild. Logan has a bit of a chip on his shoulder since everybody is looking at Hunter and Kelly as the, odds-on favorites. Logan is mad that everybody is counting him out. forgetting that he is not afraid to take the fight to his opponent.
Absolutely, Joe. But you know what? Sometimes that emotion can come out and bite you, right? You know, you start getting that chip on. That could be great if you could focus it. But if your emotions get the better of you, you might find himself surprised now to turn in the first round here. Be very careful.
And he is stepping into the ring with a young man who debuted at our Tortured Souls compound fair fight in that time frame. Really came in, made a huge mark on New Heights Wrestling. Got inserted into the Battle of the Gulf Coast. We're going to have to see if it's going to be danger for Logan in that ring.
Yeah, Peligro's got great energy, and man, I felt like, you know, he got to really wrestle a lot of different people at that Tortured Souls compound event. You know, a lot of guys sometimes bigger than him, and that's a great, great learning experience. Now we're going into a tournament. Look at Logan already. Head games.
Yeah, if you go back in the archives, you're going to see Peligro give his all against some of New Heights Wrestling's best. And this is going to be an interesting matchup with him and Logan here. Both men want to prove something to the crowd.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Logan, that was a mistake. So Logan set that whole thing up there. And now, jumping Peligro and getting the upper hand. And Joe, this is that chip on his shoulder you talked about here, the aggression. He's going to try to use it to his advantage.
You know, he's mad that Peligro turned his back on Logan here, showing off for the audience. And Logan taking that fight to him. It was that willingness to fight that was instilled in him when he was a Gulf Coast regulator that's been nurtured even more so under Alec Jagger. And we've seen a young man that's ready to fight, but has learned to fight so much better, has learned to be very methodical with the way he takes it to his opponent.
You see the ref checking on him. So I guess we hadn't even had an official start yet. That was just all extracurricular activity. And Logan's going to have an advantage now going into this match.
Jagger always says exploit any opportunity you can, telling the ref to ring the bell.
Well, hats off to the ref for gaining control and at least giving Peligro a little bit of a chance to kind of shake off that early attack here.
Yes, those shots to the back of the head can be devastating, can really shake you up, especially right as you're getting ready for a match here.
Yeah, you see right now Logan's got that side headlock on there and gonna really try to wear down Peligro. He's already got the advantage, but Peligro, look at this, fired up. He's gonna go back and forth and changing side headlocks here, and gotta wonder what Peligro's thinking he can do to Logan here.
Yes, that was a great reversal by Peligro. Really just seeing what Logan throws at him, seeing how he can combat it.
Logan going over the midsection now.
Even though Logan's not a big size guy, he is not as much of a speed guy. He is definitely more power, bring the fight to you.
Brawler.
Peligro, we've seen a little bit more speed from him. So even though the size is more or less equal, we are definitely looking at a power versus speed matchup here.
Absolutely. I think, you know, for Logan, he wants to keep Peligro grounded, right? Keep him on his back and try to, hey, there you go. There's that power we talked about. Shoulder block, puts Peligro down, and he's trying to keep him down here. But if you're Peligro, you want to find a way to get out of this. You want to get momentum, and there you go. Maybe get the pace a little quicker here. Nice leapfrog. And there's a nice takedown. Nice arm drag takedown. And another one. Peligro fired up. What a drop kick. And look at Logan. He's got to take a break here.
Yeah, a little frustrated getting a little timeout on the outside of the ring. Kind of resetting things here. He did not expect Peligro to go this fast, this quick at him, or at least to get a chance to go this fast, this quick.
Well, you know, it's interesting, right? First round tournament action. What do you favor, right? Do you like Peligro style? You go all out there real quick, try to get the win fast? Or you're Logan, you're pacing yourself. You're trying to get that win, not exert too much energy because you know you're going to have another match after this.
I mean, when you put it that way, it's got to favor, you know, Logan a little bit, kind of trying to conserve some energy. But Peligro, he's all about leaving it all in the ring. Oh, big boot to the face.
Yeah,
but look
Logan
at him,
let him
right back on his feet.
Oh, look at that. Nice
Just
counter.
dodging it, getting the roll up. Logan kicking out quick.
Sunset flip. Out on the ropes there, but still close nonetheless. Oh, there's a vicious front kick by Logan, who turns this match back around.
Yeah, you can see that anytime the pace picks up a little bit, cover from Logan here, it favors Peligro. But when Logan slows it down, that's kind of when things are a little more in his corner.
Absolutely.
And now just those raining down those fists on Peligro here.
Yeah, wow, look at Logan. This so aggressive here, really taking it to Peligro. And he now has this full in hand here. He's got Peligro grounded. He's doing the offense he wants to do. And he's got the pace working where he wants to. Look at this arrogant, I was going to say cover, but looks like he's just stepping on his neck now. Telling the ref he's got to 5.
And we talked early on about that chip on his shoulder. I think we're seeing it a little bit in this match, that everybody counted Logan out, and he is just punishing his opponent, taking it out on Peligro that nobody believes in him here.
Chop, elbow. Yeah, this is Logan's type of offense here.
We put him into that opposite corner.
Oh, look at this. Gonna go for broke. No one there.
Oh, the pool is empty.
And Peligro now. Big splash clothesline combination in the corner. Chop, and he's got Logan's hand here. Watch out, he likes to use them ropes. Running up those ropes.
Oh!
Tornado DDT.
And going right for that pin. Hooking the leg, but Logan kicking out at 2 there.
Yeah, great offense, but like you said, Joe, right away to the pin. Looking for that win. He wants to advance. Oh.
Yeah, it would be huge for Peligro. Kicking out at 2 there is Logan. It would be huge for Peligro to be able to win the Battle of the Gulf Coast so early in his New Heights wrestling career.
That could be a very big step for him. And now maybe looking for a suplex. And gets it. Nicely done.
Holding on, though.
Holding on, yeah.
Going for a second one.
Second it is. And perhaps a third. A little 3 times, 3 amigos.
Oh, there it is. Going right for that pin.
That's the important thing, you know. You hit a bunch of offensive maneuvers, but then he goes for the pin. He wants to win. If you want to get to the next round, you gotta win. Oh, Logan right to the eyes, though, huh? What a nasty, nasty move that was.
He did it so quick. I don't even know if the ref picked up on it there. Up on the shoulders.
No, that turned it around. Just that little extra dirty trick might have been what this needed for Logan to get the win. Oh! Dumps him out his head.
Look at that leg.
Peligro kicks out. Well, I'll tell you what, we are seeing people be able to absorb a lot of punishment in this tournament and come back. Everybody wants to win the Battle of the Gulf Coast tournament.
Yeah, we're 3 matches into the Battle of the Gulf Coast, and you can see just the whole feeling of this tournament is bringing out the best in all the competitors. We are seeing everybody's A game here.
Yeah, Logan trying to intimidate the ref there. He wants this bad. So there ducks. Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful head scissors takeover.
And going right for that pin again is Peligro. Hooking that leg. Logan again kicking out at 2.
Oh, you can see the frustration every time Logan kicks out. Peligro wants this so bad. Like you said, to win this tournament so early on in his career at New Heights, this would be huge for him, and he knows that. And the second rope. Oh, for the stomp, no one was there.
Logan out of the way.
Oh, big cutter.
Out of nowhere, gets the pin and 3.
That's it. Wow.
Logan moves on. You know that's got to feel good for Logan.
No doubt.
I don't know if anyone would have picked Logan to make it out of the first round, but he handled Peligro with ease. Now he is moving on in the Battle of the Gulf Coast, showing us that he is just as dangerous as his first string teammate.
And that's 2 now going to the second round for first string. Alec Jagger has got to be a happy man watching his cohorts win early on in this tournament.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch a future episode to see who is going to step into the ring with Logan next. And will they fare any better than Peligro? We are going to have to see. Look at him, John, with the fans on the way out of here. That was quite a victory from the scene.
You know, I don't care what it costs. I want you to absolutely end Bodhi O'Hare. Even though this is my final bidding, I don't care what it costs. No. You're not listening to me. I don't want him walking out of that building. I don't want him having a celebration on the Panhandle. I don't want him doing absolutely nothing to do with celebrating. What he should be doing is he should be being carried out in a body bag. You understand me? Okay. All right. Bye.
Nothing beats the excitement and action of seeing New Heights Wrestling in person. We would love to see you at these upcoming events.
On Saturday, June 13th, every match is a cage match when New Heights Wrestling presents Rage in the Cage, live from the Walton County Fairgrounds in DeFuniak Springs, Florida. Special thanks to the Guardians Legacy for providing the cage. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time at 7. Tickets are only $10 for general admission, $15 for front row, kids 6 to 11 are only $6, and children 5 and under are free. You do not want to miss New Heights Wrestling's Rage in the Cage.
I can't believe I lost to Kelly Klark again. I can't do nothing right. I can't beat him to save my life. You know what? I'm not going to let this match bother me. No. I'm going to have a conversation with my father. Probably get yelled at. But I'm going to look past into the future and win.
Just like I said, Golden Spirit, it's too easy. We roughened you up a little bit before, and then you got a little treatment after. So now that you're out of the way, round 2 is going to be just as easy as round 1 was. So I'll see you later tonight, whoever you are.
Bodhi O'Hara, you and I will face here at the Battle of the Gulf Coast, and you know, I have a vested interest in a contract that says you won't continue. And who knows, maybe I can even go to the next rounds and get an even bigger contract.
Dominic, Bianco, you're going to look me in the eye. You're going to tell me this is all professional. This is all business. I know what business is. I know how to stand ready, willing to break a man. I know that look in your eye. You're going to try to break me. You're going to try. Lay me out. Embarrass me in front of those people. Here's the thing that's not going to happen. Winner takes all in the Battle of the Gulf Coast. And that's the Panama Punk, Bodhi O'Hara.
Hey fans, it's the man they call Dave with producer Joe, and you probably know us as the commentary team for New Heights Pro Wrestling, but when we're not doing that, we got a podcast.
That is the Working Fans Podcast, where we talk pro wrestling, comedy, MMA, and so much more.
And tell them about that signature segment.
Oh, you talk about the 531?
You know I am.
That is a homegrown creation that has been our namesake. And if you want to know our namesake, we got Chevy, AJ Strange Brew, as well as the two of us.
And why don't you go to our channel, like, subscribe, show us some love.
Rate, review, all of it. Another first round matchup, Dominic Bianco stepping in with Bodhi O'Hara.
Heavy hitters in the first round this time, Joe.
Man, you can't We saw these two step into the ring before at the Future Souls compound.
Also, if he gets the job done here, he moves on to the tournament as well.
Yeah, Chris Spider wants to see Bodhi O'Hara taken out of this tournament. Not just eliminated from the tournament. Wants to see him carried from the building against his will.
Yeah. We talk about these battle royals and stuff sometimes favoring the big guy. I don't know if that's the case with the tournament, though. You got to come back, that cardio.
Especially when you have so many other, high flyers, high cardio guys in here, guys that speed is a part of their game. There's not a lot of power hitters in here. We saw it earlier with Logan. He advanced as a power hitter. But who's going to move on between Dominic, Bianco, and Bodhi O'Hara? And especially after going to war in this ring, how much are they going to have left for that next round?
And I mean, and maybe that plays in the strategy. Maybe you're a heavy hitter here. You want to try to get someone out early, right? You're Dominic, you're Bianco. You're trying to knock out Bodhi O'Hara early.
And you got to wonder, in Dominic Bianco's mind, which is more important, advancing in the tournament or affecting Bodhi O'Hara, really making sure he is hurt?
Absolutely. If you hurt him to collect that money, then hey, job done.
Dominic Bianco has a double paycheck on the line here. Bodhi O'Hara just wants to continue his historic run here in New Heights Wrestling since coming back from that injury earlier mid last year. He took on Tommy Zero, defeated him, moved on past the Black Hand Society for the moment at least, and is now going head to head with the head of Bianco Security Services.
Yeah, and he wants to win this tournament as well. That's equally as important. And, you got to wonder too, right? What happens if, say, Bodhi does get the win, but he gets injured? Maybe someone else gets a bye in the tournament. Get right on to the next round after that.
Could he get the win but be eliminated? That's a good play. We've already seen that with Mr. Personality dealing with that leg injury. Sure. We're going to have to see how that affects him going on in the tournament here. A lot of moving parts in this tournament.
Right.
Everybody in New Heights Wrestling very excited for this. Use that hashtag NHW Pro on the internet to see what everybody is saying about one of the best tournaments in professional wrestling right now.
Absolutely. All right, now we see Bodhi and Dominic, two big guys sizing each other up. We're going to lock up here. Who gets the power advantage in this one, huh?
Yeah, usually we see power versus speed in a lot of matches, but this is power versus power.
Yeah. He's going to trade a couple right hands here. Now Dominic's going to try to get that side headlock on.
If you got your New Heights Wrestling bingo card at home, I am ready for a hoss fight.
Look at this.
We can see them starting off slow here. Dominic trying to soften up Bodhi a little bit.
Well, maybe that's another way too, right? You're a big guy. Maybe you try to just conserve energy, right? Use a more methodical, offense. It's effective nonetheless. It doesn't have to be pretty. Not everything's going to be about the fans. You want to get the win. You need to win to advance. Oh, look at that.
Bodhi finally makes his way out of that hole.
Oh, wow.
Big jumping kick takes Dominic Bianco down to a knee here. Chris Spider is somewhere on the edge of his seat.
Oh, look at that. Dominic went to the eyes.
Probably using language that we can't repeat here.
Slamming Bodhi O'Hara right on his face, right on his shoulder. You can just see the pain on Bodhi O'Hara's face. Dominic putting the boots to him, going for a pin.
Smart move early.
Unfortunately, ref not in the best position there. That bought Bodhi O'Hara a little time.
Bodhi thankful for that because Bodhi knows there is a target on his back.
Look at this grabbing Bodhi right by the throat. Bodhi firing back though now. Right
Staggering Bianco here. Big shot in the corner.
Well, Bodhi looks for that bulldog. He likes this move. Oh, Dominic just shoves him right off.
You can tell Bianco has been watching tape on Bodhi. Re-watching their last encounter, wanting to stay on top of things here. Especially with money on the table, Bianco does not want to let that contract down.
Look at these big clotheslines in the corner. Bodhi O'Hara's got nowhere to go. It's just pure impact.
One more time. Yeah, one.
See Bianco playing with the ref a little bit here. Trying to get into Bodhi's head however he can. And that's a tough move because we saw that was the whole tactic that Black Hand Society used to try and beat Bodhi. You know, get in his head, throw him off his game. But Bodhi O'Hara, sometimes I think Bodhi is best when he is off the beaten path, when he doesn't know how he's going to win. He just has to dig down and fight. And we're seeing that pay off for him here, getting out of the way just in time.
Look at that, nice big forearm. Oh, look at this. Dominic immediately grabs him and just starts choking him. Almost like a Cobra clutch here a little bit.
Bodhi in a dangerous position, finding he's got his hand on Bianco's hand, but not able to break that hold yet. And Bianco throwing Bodhi to the floor.
Look at that. Bianco walking tall right now.
Bianco is barely breaking a sweat here, checking his nose to make sure Bodhi didn't bust him open at all.
Oh yeah, look at Bodhi just grimacing in pain. He's thinking right now, how do I get back in this match? Oh, slapping himself in the face. He's trying to get fired up. He wants to get motivated because he needs to find a way to win. And then he's got to come back and do it again, folks. This is the tournament.
Yeah, when this Battle of the Gulf Coast tournament was announced, so many New Heights wrestlers were pleading with New Heights management to let them get in there. They want to be that newest Battle of the Gulf Coast winner. They want to represent New Heights Wrestling as the best in the Gulf Coast. You can see Bodhi throwing that fight, but Dominic responding in kind here. Just huge rights.
Godzilla King Kong right now. They're just throwing him. And Dominic takes him outside again. And that's going to give down Bianco a little more time. Looks like his suspenders might have got ripped a little bit by Bodhi. But Bodhi now, look at the Bodhi on the outside. Hitting the mat, trying to fire up.
If this was any other wrestler in there with either of these two, these shots would have knocked their opponent out by now. These two just keep eating these hits and keep pushing forward. And that's what frankly makes these two very dangerous.
And it does make me wonder what's going to be left of either one of these guys going into the next round.
Bianco, you got to remember, has that extra paycheck on the line here. You know, Chris Spider not able to compete, but he wants to inflict that pain on Bodhi O'Hara.
Yeah, just drops Bodhi right on the spine, and now he's choking him. Bodhi in a lot of trouble here now. Look at this, though. Bodhi just brings him in for a shot, and Bodhi will not quit. That's one thing I said about Bodhi O'Hara. Even when he's getting beaten down, he's still throwing hands.
Yeah, he's got that natural fighting instinct that even when you feel like he's out of it, when you feel like he might not be 100% there, he is still throwing those fists, throwing those kicks, and moving forward on his opponent.
Absolutely. Look at the counts going on here. We got to get someone back in.
Bodhi getting in, trying to break that count, but Bianco rolling him back out.
Yeah.
And I gotta wonder, I talked about it earlier, but now you're seeing it a little more from Bianco.
Yeah.
Is he more concerned with winning or inflicting pain? Because you can see Bodhi getting in that ring, trying to get that win. Bianco pulling him right back out, continuing to punish him on that apron.
Big clothesline. That could be the story here, Joe, right? Bianco is just looking to eliminate Bodhi O'Hara, not so much from the tournament, but from New Heights Wrestling. And now Ref counting again.
The double axe handle there, punishing Bodhi. Yeah, whoever moves on in this tournament is going to... I hate to say it, but they're going to have a tough time in that next round.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Dominic's got him right there.
Bodhi slips out.
Oh, look at the post.
Because no matter how competitive these matches have been, this is the most brutal fight we've seen between two athletes. That's the count out there.
I was going to say, I think there was a count out. I think Bodhi O'Hara beat the count.
Bodhi made it in just in time there.
You have to win to advance. Bodhi kept his mind on the count.
I was so caught up in the fight on the outside there, I didn't even... Wow. That is incredible.
Focus.
Bodhi survived there, but he is in rough shape for the next round.
He is.
You gotta wonder who he's going to step in there with, and they have to be watching this match. They have to know every injury they're gonna exploit on Bodhi O'Hara.
Yeah, Dominic Bianco, like you said, Joe, maybe his mind was more on trying to take Bodhi out, and it cost him because he wasn't focused. And in the end, Bodhi was able to beat that count in, and he's advancing to, like you said, what's left of him.
We're going to have to keep an eye on Dominic Bianco and Chris Spider to see how that is handled since Bodhi moved on in the tournament. Spider cannot be happy with this one.
Hello everyone, I'm Cody Blade and we want to make sure that you're enjoying New Heights Wrestling on all forms of social media. Be sure to use the hashtag NHW Pro on all your social media posts. And while you're here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on other forms of social media at New Heights Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram, and at NHW Pro on X.
New Heights Wrestling, the pumpkins are here. We're always here. And we're always here to hurt and make a name for ourselves. Because my brothers and I, we are legion and we are many. So always be wary of the pumpkins.
Peligro, I told you I was going to defeat you. I told you I was going to the next round. And now that you're out of my way, all I got to do is pass round 2. And I'm in the finals.
Last time, I asked for a fair fight. It did not quite go my way. And I hope this time it goes a little my way better this time. I will prove this time why I'm all bright. So don't ever forget that you're never as bright as Caden Albright.
New Heights Wrestling, tonight I face Caden Albright. This is just another rep for me. Caden, this is nothing personal. I'm the #1 contender and I need to keep my reps coming until I face Mike Faison. Mike Faison, you and I are no strangers to each other. At the 18th anniversary, I'm coming to get that title. I'm coming for you.
Big feature match here, non-tournament, wildcard Ricky Roberts and Caden Albright.
Yeah, I think Ricky Roberts said it best. This is just keeping his reps for him. He's trying to stay sharp as we get ready for that 18th anniversary main event with Mike Faison.
Yeah, that's going to be a big match. Ricky Roberts won the opportunity to step into the ring with Mike Faison for that championship. And everything before that is just practice for the big man, getting comfortable being back in the ring. But Caden Albright here, waiting to get his first win in New Heights Wrestling. We saw in previous episodes, Caden Albright has faced a variety of opponents in the ring, come up short each time. Could tonight be the win over Ricky Roberts?
You don't expect it, but you just never know. That's why you have the matches. That's why we play the game, right? You never know. But this is definitely an uphill battle against the big man, wildcard Ricky Roberts.
Yeah, since being back in New Heights Wrestling, Ricky Roberts has made a splash. That Aces High Battle Royal gave him that main event spot at the 18th anniversary. We've seen Ricky Roberts clash up against Princess Josh, a former associate of theirs. But what we have mainly seen is Ricky Roberts be dominant since stepping back into New Heights Wrestling. And if everything continues like it has, this could be our next heavyweight champion at that 18th anniversary show. I cannot wait for that main event.
No, that is going to be a full-on mayhem, just batten down the hatches, get out of the way, let those two just get at each other. But yeah, you can see Caden Albright almost looks taken out of his game already here. Hey, look at Ricky. He's having a little fun. He says, come on in here, young man. Don't worry about it.
Caden has had a lot of complaints about the matchup mismatches with him, that his opponents are always bigger. Now we are outside of that special commissionership of Princess Josh, and yet even outside of those parameters, he is still ending up with a bigger opponent.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Caden Albright, I don't know what you do here if you're this young man. You want to get that first W, but man, this is a big uphill battle against the #1 contender, wild card Ricky Roberts.
You go right after Ricky Roberts. You try taking him off his feet here. You do your best at least.
Yeah, and look, he's right there, and there's no hair to grab. I guess that was something he was thinking about, and now that's not working.
Ricky backing him up with his hair, though.
Oh,
big chop there.
Oh, look at that, Caden. He's in trouble, and Wildcard having a little fun here. Caden's just going to turn his back and say, hey, give me a minute here.
You can see Caden getting frustrated here, not yet getting that win. But if I were Caden Albright, I'd look at the Dalton Aaron playbook. You get put in there with bigger opponents, that makes you a bigger wrestler. You're seeing Caden give it his all right here, throwing everything he has at Ricky Roberts.
No, Ricky. I don't think it was really affected Ricky that much, actually. Oh, and a big headbutt.
Levels Caden Albright there.
He took like your 20 shots just to give you one.
And we're loving these matches. The whole Battle of the Gulf Coast tournament has been amazing, but these feature matches have been just as good. We saw an Anytime, Anywhere championship match. We are seeing one half of our main event here against Caden Albright.
Yeah, that's the thing when you go to a New Heights Wrestling show, you're going to have variety. You know, we're going to have all kinds of different matches for you. Right now, we got this tournament going on. We love the Battle of the Gulf Coast tournament. We're seeing all these competitors really bring their A game, put their heart on the line. But yeah, we're going to have some featured matches for you too.
I couldn't believe when they said they were bringing back the Battle of the Gulf Coast. This is such a big tournament in New Heights Wrestling.
Caden Albright firing up now with some big right hands, and Caden Albright suddenly turning this around, and no! Just as I said that, another big headbutt by the wild card, Ricky Roberts.
Ricky Roberts is a veteran here. He can take anything you can throw at him, absorb that pain, and throw it right back at you.
Yeah. Oh, float over there. Looks like, I think Caden Albright had an idea, and I think it backfired, and now look at this, Ricky's like, I'm just going to pick you up, and I think I'm going to do what I had to. Oh, look at this, though. Elbows.
Caden's still trying to...
Yeah.
Oh! That does not look good for Caden Albright. I can't believe he got out of that.
Yeah, it looked like he almost was able to try to pull off a pin, too, but I also think he's in a lot of pain right now. You can see him just holding those ribs. And, this could be not long for Caden Albright right now at this one.
And this in-ring ability and power of Ricky Roberts up against Mike Faison, arguably one of the biggest powerhouses in New Heights Wrestling. I can't say enough about that main event, but this main event is going easily in Ricky Roberts' favor.
Big side slam. Oh, a little rolling splash.
That's something we've seen since Ricky Roberts has returned from New Heights Wrestling, going for that pin.
And that's it, Joe.
Easily gets the win. We have seen a little more athleticism. Ricky Roberts has dropped the weight, and you can see him moving around so much better in the ring. Caden Albright easily handled here. And could this be our future? Oh no! The Pumpkins are out here.
The Pumpkins.
What are they doing?
What are they thinking here?
I mean, as of late, if the Pumpkins are in the ring, it is for chaos, and they are jumping Ricky Roberts here.
Look out, they're trying to make a statement on the #1 contender.
You can see them overpowering Ricky here.
There's so much, the numbers, but look at Ricky firing back.
Fighting his way out of there, handling them one by one.
Right hands, elbows, and suddenly Ricky's got the Pumpkins backing off. Can you believe it? Ricky Roberts is beating up all of the Pumpkins. Oh, big pounce.
And I don't think that went the way the Pumpkins expected here.
1-on-4 and 1 wins.
You see the Pumpkins regrouping on the outside there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I think they've had enough for one day. I don't think they want to return to that fight there.
If you were wondering if the #1 contender, wildcard Ricky Roberts, was ready for the 18th anniversary, he just showed it right there. Big win over Caden Albright. Gets jumped by 4 of the Pumpkins, and he sends all of the Pumpkins packing. Wildcard Ricky Roberts has got a lot of momentum going into the 18th anniversary.
Oh, listen to that. Mike Faison and Ricky Roberts versus the Pumpkins. Cody Blade just made that announcement. And that's going to be interesting. Ricky Roberts and Mike Faison teaming again ahead of that 18th anniversary.
Yeah, we'll see how that affects things going forward. Can the champion and challenger team up together successfully and hold it together?
You see Ricky Roberts celebrating here in the ring.
Ricky Roberts gets another big victory. That's the bottom line. And I think he'll be ready for that big tag team encounter with Mike Faison by his side.
An explosive night of action here. I promised it. I do not lie. And we have advancing now Logan Yand and Bodhi O'Hare. It's interesting to see how these semifinals shaped up because you have Mr. Personality versus Logan Yand, Bodhi O'Hare versus Hunter Hendricks. I can't wait to see who gets into the finals.
It's crazy, man. We've got established stars versus rising stars. The drama is incredible. The tension in the room is palpable, and the fans have been incredible. Thank you guys so much for showing up and making our live shows what they are. I can't wait to see what these semifinals are going to be like.
Either can I, and of course our main event tonight, wild card Ricky Roberts getting the victory, but the pumpkin patch coming out, putting a spoil to everything. There's like 4 or 5, I can't even count of all these. How do you do it?
I don't keep very good track of it myself either. I don't know which 2 were involved, but I'm going to find out who it was, and I'm going to put them in a tag team match against wildcard Ricky Roberts and Mr. Handle That Mike Faison. Hopefully those guys can get their revenge on the patch.
Well, from where I was standing, I saw all 4 getting in there, but me being the eye on the inside, of course, I noticed those 2 bigger ones plotting, so you might want to keep that in mind. But that's to come in a future episode. Next week, we have the semifinals in our Battle of the Gulf Coast. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you follow us on all forms of social media.
New Heights Wrestling and NHW Pro.
Be sure to give us a like, share, and a subscribe, and tune in next week for our Battle of the Gulf Coast semifinal action.